You know, sometimes it's not always about doing what's right, and sometimes it's about doing what's violent. And the match we got right now is Devon the Dude Jensen squaring off against the Murphysboro Barbarian. The Murphysboro Barbarian on the left and Devon the Dude on the right, and now the match is underway. And we can see right now Devon shoots in, he gets the kid's leg, and he's trying to scoop the kid up. Let's see if he can get it right here. He tries for a trip right here. Oh no! The Murphysboro Barbarian was able to overpower him, and now he's going for Devon's back. He's trying to reach in with the arm stretcher to see if he can catch Devon the Dude and roll Devon the Dude over. But Devon the Dude has other plans for this match here today. As we can see, his coach, Mean Gene Schloman, in the background. Mean Gene is a veteran wrestler. He used to wrestle on his way to school, uphill, both ways in the snow, and sometimes he had to wrestle Indians on the way home. But what we're taking a look at right now is him acting as a coach, a.k.a. a manager, and he is coaching none other than Devon the Dude. And Devon the Dude has been in this down position for a minute now, but let's see if he can reverse it right here. Let's see if he can break the seatbelt. And he does break the seatbelt. He gets loose and turns around. That's a point for him. Now let's see what he can do against the Murphysboro Barbarian. He goes in and he gets the leg. Oh, and the timer must have ran out because the two kids stopped wrestling. Let's see what happens now that the wrestling is going to start back up with Devon the Dude and the Murphysboro Barbarian in the neutral position going against each other. This is the test of strength with the two boys. This is mano a mano. This is child versus child. This is almost illegal in 17 countries, but it's not illegal here in Redmond, Illinois at the inaugural Bulldog Brawl Wrestling Tournament. And Devon the Dude is the Barbarian shot in on him. He sprawled on him. Now the Barbarian's got his legs. He's going to try to drive through, and he does. He was able to force Devon over onto his side, and they went out of bounds. And now you can see in the background he also has Coach Dan coaching him. So between Dan and Gene, there's a combined 127 years of wrestling knowledge that he has to draw from for this match right here. And I guarantee you both of them are going to say to take a shot, because that's how wrestling coaches work. They know a whole bunch of things, but they stick with the basics because the basics always usually work the best. Now we can see right here the referee, I can't remember what referee that is. I'll have to get a better look at him. But he did flip. Oh, it's Kickboxing Kevin. And all right, now we see the Barbarian is on the down position, and Devon the Dude is trying to take him down. Devon Dude is trying to drive through and trip the opponent up. However, the Murphysboro Barbarian has other ideas about what's going to happen, but Devon the Dude's persistent. He wraps that leg around, and he does try to drive the Barbarian down face first into the mat, and he's trying for it again. Now let's see which one of these kids' techniques will prevail in the end. And another trip up by Devon, and the Murphysboro Barbarian keeps driving through. And the reason he's so good at driving through is because down there in Murphysboro, when the rains come, they hook him up to a plow, and he pulls the plow through the snow and the rain and the mud, the big muddy river down there in Murphysboro. And that's why he's got such a good technique when it comes to driving through, because Devon's leg is like a tree branch. However, the Murphysboro Barbarian can drag a plow through a tree branch, so he's pretty well versed in this type of action. As we see right here in the background, you can see the Murphysboro Barbarian's coach, Old Man Murphy. Old Man Murphy back there, and his friend Young Man Murphy are the two Murphysboro coaches, and they basically named the town after him. That's why they're both named Old Man and Young Man Murphy, and the town is called Murphysboro. And now we can see the Murphysboro Barbarian in the down position. Devon's going to take the top position, and the referee said, "Settle down, Devon." And Devon told him, "Listen here, you can have a lot of tools in your arsenal. You can have a lot of tools in your toolbox, and it's good to know all the tools, but sometimes you got some tools you need every time, and one of them is to drag your opponent back down to the mat where he belongs, where you want him to be, and not let him back up." Now we can see he's going for a standing half, and if he can get a standing half, then the Murphysboro Barbarian, he spiked him on his hip. That kid's going to need a hip replacement surgery after that. But as I was saying, you got to have the tools in your toolbox. You can have a lot of tools in your arsenal. Oh, he spiked him down on his hip again. He's really targeting that hip. If he slams this kid down on his hip any more than this, he's going to need 2 hip replacement surgeries, because it's going to smash all the way through the one hip and back off the other side of the other hip. And man, we really wouldn't want that for this youngster. We want this youngster to carry on and have a good, prosperous prosperity in the terms of the wrestling world, but we just don't let him have it today against Devon here at the Bulldogs Wrestling Tournament. Now you can see in the middle of the mat there, that design under the boys, that's a midget. That's from the Freeburg High School wrestling team in Freeburg, Illinois. And it was very nice of them to loan us this mat. However, I am always somewhat disappointed when I go into Freeburg and I don't see any actual midgets. I only see like tall people and people with blue shirts on. And it's okay to have a blue shirt on. I mean, look at the Murphysboro Barbarian taking the top position here. He's got a blue singlet on. Look at Devon. He's got a blue and a black singlet on. So there's nothing wrong with having blue like the guys in Freeburg, but they don't have any midgets. And I like those little guys. I like them with their big foreheads, their curved arms, their long torsos, and their proficiency at fake wrestling, as well as other entertaining things that midgets do better than tall people. But that's enough about them. We'll discuss them more later when the time arises. And we see Devon gets a reversal from the down position, and now Murphysboro Barbarian is trying to shoot back in. Devon's got his head locked up. He's got his elbow locked up, and he's got his arm locked up. And it looks like Devon's got some leverage on this kid. Devon's going for another half, and he takes the kid's back. There we go. He's really racking it. Ooh, right back down on that hip. That hip is in critical danger. And if he keeps slamming him on that hip's going to be shot. That kid's going to have to quit with all his hip-related activities until he can get that reconstructive surgery done. And who knows how long it's going to take him out of the game. Because in the world of wrestling, it's right here and it's right now. If you get your hip hurt, then you don't know when you're going to come back. Back in the days of the older wrestlers, Gene Schloman himself had to put down other wrestlers whose hips went out. That old man Murphy over there, he shot some of his friends because he knew that their wrestling careers were over when their hips went bad. It's just like in the Revolutionary War when you got gangrene in a wound. And sometimes they're just like, well, we could cut it off, but then we'd have to drag him through the forest, and we could just, oh, nice suplex, Devon, or whatever that was. That was pretty cool. Let's get an extra replay. Look at that. Now, if you look right here, you'll see Devon has his arms under that kid's waist, and he's got him in the Heimlich. He gets him. Boom, he slams that kid. The kid's head bounces off the mat. That's not good for you. And then Devon maintains his back position that he had, and now he's going to try to not give up any of the momentum he's got going. The Murphysboro Barbarian is doing a good job of keeping up with the pace, and now that kid is they're taking the leg wraps off. I believe the match is over, and if the match is over, there's only one way that this match could end, and it's with Devon the Dude is victorious in his debut here at the Bulldogs Wrestling Channel. He goes over and shakes hands with the coaches on the other team, and now he goes over and gets Dan a 5, and the next match is getting ready to get underway. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again here tomorrow, same bat channel.